These are your Unit 6A Day 7 notes. In this set of notes, you are going to practice finding the measurement of unknown angles using the information you know about angle relationships. So if we look at this first, what kind of relationship do we see here? Well, we see we have a 90-degree angle and it's put together by two angles. Well, we know that two angles that equal 90 degrees are complementary angles, okay? So angle X and angle 47 are equal to 90 degrees. So if I want to know the value of angle X, I'm just going to put my information into an equation and solve. We know, like I said, complementary angles are two angles that when added together equal 90 degrees. So we know X plus 47 equals 90. X plus 47 equals 90, that's my equation. And this now is just a simple one-step equation. And to get my variable by itself, I'm going to subtract 47 from both sides, and I'm left with X is equal to 43 degrees. So what is the measurement of X? It is equal to 43 degrees. And if you wanted to make sure you did it correctly, you could always check your work by doing 43 plus 47 in your calculator, and you would need to get an answer of 90 because these are complementary angles, two angles that when added together equal 90 degrees. All right, now here's a different type of angle. We're gonna again use what we know about angle relationships to determine the measurement of angle X. So we're trying to figure out what angle X is. So if I look here, first thing I want to see, like, hey, is this a complementary, supplementary, vertical, adjacent? Like, what's going on here? I would strongly suggest you use your cheat sheet. All right, so we are given the angle 125. And again, we are trying to find the value of angle X. Well, these two angles are across from one another. If they're across from one another, then they are vertical angles. So the relationship is that they are vertical angles. So what is the measurement of angle X? Well, if you look at your cheat sheet, you'll see, remember, vertical angles are equal to each other. They have the same measurement. So we see here, oh, hey, vertical angles. This is the same as this, so what is the measurement of angle X? It is simply 125 degrees. And how do we know that? Because it's a vertical angle, and vertical angles are equal to each other, okay? All right, let's move on. Make sure you have this all in your note. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing again. I can see that I have two angles here. And the first thing I want to do is figure out what type of relationship it is, because that will help me determine the value of angle X. I want to know what the measurement of angle X is. I know that this angle is 36. So what type of relationship is this? Oh, snap. If I look, these two angles, when put together or added together, they make a straight line. Well, a straight line is equal to 180 degrees, which is a supplementary angle. So two angles, when added together, that equal a straight line are supplementary. So what is this relationship? These are supplementary angles. Okay, now we need to figure out the measurement of angle X. Well, we know supplementary angles are equal to 180 degrees. So that means that angle X plus 36 is equal to 180 degrees. And now we're left with a simple one-step equation. To get the variable by itself, I need to subtract 36 from both sides of the equation. And if I do that, I am left with X is equal to 144 degrees. Okay. All right. Now, sometimes these problems get a little bit more complex, and we're going to have to use a little bit more algebra to determine the unknown angle. It's really important that you always are labeling your diagram if the information is not included. So let's look here. All right, we don't have the value of any of angle C or A, but we can see that these are complementary because together they make a perfect square, which is equal to 90 degrees. All right, so I'm just gonna write right here that they're complementary angles. And complementary angles, remember, are equal to 90 degrees. So now I'm gonna read what's going on here. It says, given the measurement of angle A is 19 degrees, okay, let's put that information in. Drawing these pictures really helps. So angle A is equal to 19 degrees, and I got that information from over here. And the measurement of angle C is equal to X minus 7 degrees. So angle C is equal to X minus 7 degrees. Okay, so now it's saying like, hey, we need to figure out what X is, and then using that information, we can figure out what the value of angle C is, okay? So first I labeled my diagram, and then I identify the relationship, which I already did up here. So we'll just write it down again so that you double remember. These are complementary, which means they equal 90 degrees. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna set up our equation. Well, we know that these are complementary, so angle C plus angle A is equal to 90 degrees. So I'm gonna write that down. Angle C, which is C minus 7, plus 19 is equal to 90 degrees. Where did this come from? Angle C, angle A, 90 degrees. Now I have a multiple step equation that I need to solve. I'm going to identify my like terms. So I have a negative 7 and a positive 19. Those are alike because they're plain numbers. So I'm going to combine those together. Negative 7 plus 19 is equal to 12. And now I'm still left with my X because I haven't touched that. So X plus 12 is equal to 90. And now I have my basic one-step equation. To get the variable by itself, I need to subtract 12 from both sides. And if I do that, I am left with X is equal to 78 degrees. So what is the value of X? 78 degrees. Okay? So I answered the first part of this. It's like, what is the value of X? Well, I got that done. Now I need to figure out what is the measurement of angle C. Well, angle C is X minus 7 degrees. So what is the measurement of angle C? X minus 7 degrees is equal to the measurement, is equal to angle C, okay? So X is no longer a mystery. it is equal to 78 degrees. So I'm going to replace my x with the value of x, which is 78 degrees. So 78 minus 7 is equal to 71. So the measurement of angle C is 71 degrees. Okay? And if you want to double check your work, you can just add 71 plus 19, and it better equal 90, or you made a mistake. Remember, when you're doing these, you guys, use that darn calculator, okay? All right, and that summary sheet, that's going to really, really help you. Okay, now we have a little bit even more complex drawing. So first of all, let's see what the question's asking. It says, given measurement of angle 4 is 6x plus 26. So angle 4 is equal to 6x plus 26. And then we got angle 1 is 9x minus 11. So angle 1 is 9x minus 11. Determine the value of angle of, first we got to figure out what x is. All right. And then using that, we can determine what the measurement of angle 4 is. All right, so labeled my diagram. And now I need to figure out what is the relationship between these two angles. Well, I can see that when I put them together, they create a straight line. And two angles that when added together make a straight line are supplementary. So they're supplementary, and if they're supplementary, we know that they equal 180 degrees because a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. All right, now I got to set up my equation. And we know 1 plus 4 is equal to 180 degrees because they are supplementary. So let's set up this really awesome, super cool equation. Okay, we have angle 1. 9x minus 11 plus this angle 4 is 6x plus 26. And what is that equal to? That is equal to 180 degrees. Why is that? Because they are supplementary. This plus this equals a straight line, and a straight line is 180 degrees. Now that I set up my equation, I'm going to solve for x. My first step is to identify my like terms. All right, so I have an x and an x. They're alike, same variable, same power. And then I have negative 11 and 26. Those are numbers without variables, so they are also alike. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. 9 plus 6 is equal to 15x. And negative 11 plus 26 is equal to 15 as well. So on this side, my simplified expression is 15x plus 15. Now I'm going to take my next step, which is to get my numbers together. In order to get rid of a positive 15, I need to subtract 15. Whatever I do to one side, I must do to the other. Now that I did that, I'm left with 15x is equal to 180 minus 15 is 165. Okay. All right, and my last step is I'm going to divide both sides by 15 to get that variable by itself. So that is gone, and I'm left with x is equal to 165 divided by 15, which is 11. And I'm going to just highlight my answer. All right, make sure that you have this in your notes. It's a ton of steps. So x is equal to 11, all right? Make sure you have this in your notes before we move on. All right, so if x is equal to 11, now we can determine the value of the unknown angle. Well, we want to know what the measurement is of angle 4. Okay, well, angle 4, the value is 6x plus 26. So that's the first thing I need to do, is I need to write the value of angle 4, which is 6x plus 26. All right, well, we know that x is equal to 11. So instead of having an x here, we should put 11. X is no longer a mystery. So we have 6 times 11 plus 26. Well, 6 times 11 is 66. So we're left with 66 plus 26. And 66 plus 26 is equal to 92. So we were trying to find the measurement of angle 4. And what is the measurement of angle 4? It is 92 degrees. So I will go ahead and put that angle 4 is 92 degrees. Okay, that was a lot of work for one problem. Make sure you have all of that down. All right, this is the exact same type of problem as this. Angle 1 plus angle 2. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees because they're supplementary. All right, I'm going to write angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. Why is that? They are supplementary. All right. So if the value of angle 1 is 113 degrees, and the value of angle 2 is 3x plus 7, 113 degrees plus 3x plus 7 degrees is equal to 180. Okay, because angle 1, which is 113 degrees, plus angle 2, which is 3x plus 7, is equal to 180. Right? So I have my problem set up, and now I need to go ahead and solve. My first step is to combine my like terms. I have my two plain numbers with no variables. 113 plus 7 is equal to 120. And I have done nothing to my 3x, so that is just still there as a 3x subtract a nothing to this side. So that is equal to 180. Now, I'm at a two-step equation. First, I'm going to get rid of my plain number by subtracting it by 120. Whatever I do to one side, I must do to the other. So that is gone. And I am left with 3x is equal to 180 minus 120, which is 60. And then my last step to determine the value of x is to divide both sides by 3. Once I do that, I'm left with x is equal to 20, because 60 divided by 3 is 20. So x is equal to 20. Now I can use this information to find the measurement of angle 2. Angle 2 is equal to 3x plus 7. So 3x plus 7 is equal to the measurement of angle 2. And you know what? I'm just going to do this to kind of show that we started something new. All right, and the value of x is 20. So instead of having an x there, I'm going to put 20. Remember, a number next to a variable with nothing in between is multiplication. So I have 3 times 20 plus 7 is equal to the measurement of angle 2. 3 times 20 is 60, and 60 plus 7 is equal to 67. So measurement of angle 2 is 67 degrees. Oofta, that was a lot. So go ahead and put that all in your notes, okay? Rewatch if you're confused 500 times. I don't know. You can do this. All right, you're going to try these two on your own. I want you to recognize here, well, it says find FBE. So FBE and EBD. And you can see that those together make a perfect square. So they are complementary. All right. Complementary means that they are equal to 90 degrees. Okay. So that means that FBE, which is 3x minus 7, 3x minus 7, plus EBD, which is 2x minus 8, is going to be equal to 90 degrees. All right. That is all I'm going to do. I want you to try the rest of this problem on your own. Okay, hopefully you pause the video, try this on your own, and you are like, oh yeah, we got our like terms. Better highlight them up and combine them. All right, 3 plus 2 is 5, so we got a 5x. Negative 7 plus negative 8, negative 15, and that's equal to 90. All right, now let's get our numbers together. Gotta do the opposite. Add 15, add 15. This is gone. On this side, I have 90 plus 15. 90 plus 15 is equal to 105. This side, like I said, that's gone. So I just have 5x is equal to 105. And I'm going to, move it down here a little bit so they're right next to each other. All right, and my last step to get that variable by itself is I'm going to divide both sides by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, so that's gone. 105 divided by 5 is 21. So we have x is equal to 21 degrees. Okay, so you did that first part, let's hope. And then the second part of the equation is, what is the measurement of FBE? Well, we can see up here, FBE is equal to 3x minus 7. So I'm going to do that over here. 3x minus 7 is equal to the measurement of FBE. Okay? Well, we know that x is equal to 21, so we need to put a 21 right there. 3 times 21 minus 7 is equal to FBE. Well, what is 3 times 21? 63, and 63 minus 7 is equal to 56. So the measurement of FBE is 56. We could put that here if you want to. All right, so you know what the heck you were trying to find. You were trying to find FBE, okay? All right, so this problem we're gonna just go ahead and skip, put a big X through it. Congratulations, you finished this very challenging video. I am proud of you. Hopefully you didn't take a nap and you rewatched the parts you didn't understand.